All right, finally got the winch on. So I got this from Harbor Freight, ZXR 2500. I heard some different reviews on the 2500 ZXR and the non-ZXR model. That's just a 2500. I'm not sure exactly what the whole difference is on those, but anyway, with this, at least on this T-Rex 4 that we have, we had to make sure you take this front plate off, the skid plate, which is just 2 bolts down at the bottom here. You can see those gold ones. And then you take that off, and you need to make sure when you're mounting this, this is an extra bracket. In order to mount this, you have to have this extra bracket here. I'll show you. I know it might be poor light, but this one that's at Harbor Freight for $5. And make sure you buy this with your actual winch, because if you don't, you cannot mount this up unless you have another setup that allows you to mount this. And I think the reason why that is because sometimes this is back into truck or something, and then this is actually sticking out farther, so they don't know what your setup's going to be, so they sell that separate. But you can bolt this plate inside. I'll try to get a light on this too, and you can see a little better. So you can bolt it right through there, and it goes right through the bottom plate. And then I also did, you can see all the 3 bolts there that I had serrated bolts that are in, and some Loctite that will keep it on. So anyway, and yeah, looks actually pretty good, works really well, comes with a remote. Pretty awesome little setup. So then my front guard that I'm getting in the mail will go up, protect the lights. I'm going to put this, by the way, it's much easier to take your radiator off. And this is still full of stuff. I actually have the line kinked. I have that pinched off with a vice grip, or not a vice grip, sorry. You know what I mean. You know the thing. And anyway, but I do recommend taking the radiator off because it's much easier to get into this area. I put this little plate on as well. It's just a little like metal strap. I think it'll be a little bit more protected for the module, which I will show you here as well. So you can see the module right there. That one right there. That's the battery. That is the little fuse box. That right there. That's the module. So that needs to be secured somewhere, and I found that was the best spot. There are 2 different, I noticed, there's 2 different winches actually at Harbor Freight that are the ZXR 2500. I think this is the newer version. I think the older one has smaller leads. These leads are actually a little bit shorter, so it makes it a little bit more difficult to find a spot for that. And anyway, so probably make sure you have the new one. I had the old one. I was like, hey, these don't reach. I took it back and they exchanged it. It was no big deal. So anyway, yeah, pretty legit setup, pretty easy. So you just rope that. Obviously it's self-explanatory. You have the negative there and the positive over here. You wire that through. All the access wire, I just looped right there and zip tied it. And I zip tied it to the frame as well. You can see right there, a little zip tie. And then that circuit box right there goes into the positive of the battery. From there, I actually looped it up with this wire, which you'll be able to see the little black, sorry, not little, but black. See that big black line? Now, this one. Huh? You see that? Anyway, you'll see it. You can see that big black wire right there. And that goes up in here in the dash. And I'm actually going to have you can see I already have it coming out here. I'm going to have another toggle switch that says just a winch in and out on Amazon. So pretty legit. And it comes with a ton of wire. So you have a long wire. So I just rolled it up. You can cut it and shorten it up, but I didn't want to go through that hassle of cutting all that stuff. So I just rolled it up, zip tied it, and zip tied it to the frame. You can see back in there. Wonder if you can see it. Anyway, pretty simple. It's good. It's very good. You got to get the light bar coming in, and the light bar is going to be coming in a couple days. I have the rest of the frame for this TRX coming in as well, so stay tuned for that. And I'm going to make sure I get some videos and post up on what's going on with the frame and everything. So I'm pretty excited for this winch though. It looks pretty sweet. So all right guys, peace out. Ready for the next video.